And we got bananas in chat from Suzuma Void, Bob Martin, Shizuku3158, Shy Rain, Tuxaban, Betty Baghdaddy, Mickey Snipe, Was Up, That One Fangirl, Uwe7654, Proxy J, and Gangskaloom. That's the best I can do today, peeps, because it's moving very fast again. And we got a noise in the ear from Taribo8, resubscribing for 14 months in a row. We got K Madra subscribing with Amazon Prime. In between the streams, we had Lizzie Bess for 29 months. Ryan Ruddy and Silverbow subscribing. Thank you ever so much, peeps, for your tremendous support. Also, Fred104, Little Joe27, and Syntax Error between the streams as well there, I've just noticed. Can't thank you enough. Truly wonderful. Today, many things have been going on in and around the channel. Many things, including me using a new microphone. How does my voice sound today? Does it sound squeaky clean, like I've got a new professional setup? Let me know what you think with a comment in that chat. Super Silky. No change, says Pepsi Maniac. I did not influence you, did I? I did not influence you at all. By the way, it might peak a little bit. I am using a new microphone. It's the same one as my old one. I've busted out a new Logitech G330 headset to improve the audio quality on my third channel, which is a new project I'm starting and we'll talk about in a little bit of time. This essentially means that both of the headphones now work and I can hear music and noises in my ear through them instead of through the speakers, which of course would feed back into the microphone itself. We are attempting to get better audio quality, peeps. It's been 8 years, almost 8 years, and we're finally starting to take care of the audio quality. Goodness me, professional, not really, eh? UberMouse88 is subscribed, Iron Fist 2345 for 5 months in a row, and Flying Rock Fist to subscribe as well. Peeps, as always, thank you so much for your support with the subscriptions, and if you can't do that kind of stuff, you know I appreciate you turning up and tuning in and hanging out. At least I hope you know that. By the way, pre-stream music was Horse Speech from their new album with the song Trust, which I think was the one that reminds me of Summertime by Kool and the Gang, but I think it might have not been. I just sort of was in a bit of a rush, picked it, and I think I picked the right song. Anyway, that's off their new record. It's Monday already. It says Hankeys. No, it's Friday. Not even time zones can stretch that far, right? Okay, where am I stopping? I'm looking at this screen. I'm looking at that screen. Ninja Geoff, the one and only Ninja Jeff, is here resubscribed for 15 months, saying, "Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it." Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I like it. And immediately you hear that Queen song in my ear. I'm the Invisible Man. Oh. And it's an emerald face noise. It's the one and only Kazfu for 49 months in a row, saying just stop by to say congrats on the 1 mil. Thank you so much for stopping by, Kaz. Thank you for sticking around all this time. I appreciate your congratulations and of course the support. And whatever it is you're up to, I hope you have a great day. Right, let's grab. Yeah, that'll do. I've got a little project in mind. A trip to the Mushroom Island would be most fortuitous for us right about now, actually. But I will still, I'll still take all of this. Juggling a few little tasks in my mind. It is always tricky to juggle those tasks, I tell ya. Woo gets the best of my brain. Yeah, let's pack those into a box. I think I could return from the shulker box with... Yeah, that's right, return from the shulker box. I could return from my other project with quite a lot of items, so we will just go prepared. We're just doing a little bit of collecting and moving things around. Maybe even more than that, actually. Yeah, let's go all out here. I'm just going to take all... If I die now, I'm going to be very upset, my friends. Go to play some minigames, says Luca Boss. In the future, we will be playing mini-games on these live streams. Got some plans, some things up my sleeve. We got Haley Bailey here, resubscribed for 8 months, saying, views on new Tool album. Very, very, beginning, basic, early impressions here. Listened to it once today, because I had a hectic day. And I enjoyed it. It was good. I want to listen to it more. I want to get deep into it. But the negatives that come to mind are not really negatives. I just feel like a lot of what was comfortable with that record and a lot of what I was enjoying was the Tool that I had come to know. And being a new fan to Tool, you know, picking up this record is almost like... It's almost like... By the way, is my lighter in need of repair? It is. It's almost like this is just the next Tool album. And it makes sense. But when you realise that it's been, what, over 13 years... It feels like their sound has stayed in the same place, stagnated perhaps to use a harsher word, but it's still incredibly enjoyable. Just many of the tangents and styles it goes on, the riffs, they all feel very much Tool-like, and that's probably what a lot of fans just want. Whereas for me, going through those albums recently one by one, I don't feel the same sense of progression that I would have had this been, you know, a new chapter. Does that make sense? As if it had come out a while ago, I would have expected more progression from them, I guess. You know? You know. We've got noises in the ear from Amos Plays, subscribing there. Thank you, Amos Plays. Hobie1 Kenobi for 2 months, 5 months even. Riffraff, gifting a sub to Firecracker. Thank you for your generosity, Riffraff, supporting Firecracker here in the community. We also got Walkers Gaming, the one and only, for 25 months in a row, over 2 years there. Thank you so much, Walkers. I know it's been way longer than that. Plushy Whisperer 41 and subscribe to Amazon Prime, and the one and only I Love Cats. Here the donation saying, I can't believe you could have called the channel Assumer Waffles, but you didn't. Cats, I know you're having a trolly message there. That's not the worst idea ever. Like, it's a bit of an inside joke name. But Assumer Waffles... kind of got a bit of a ring to it. I like this idea of an image of like me with a microphone and a plate of waffles. So you're probably wondering what we're talking about. Maybe it's time to talk about it. I've launched a new channel, my friends. It is called Assumer Says. I was hoping to find a name a little catchier, a little smarter than that, but it's basically going to be a new channel that'll hopefully one day develop into a platform for me to make non-Minecrafty topical videos, right? At the moment, these are going to be clips from the stream. I found an editor. This guy's fantastic. I feel like he gets what I want to do with this channel right now and has been editing some clips together from my stream. That's why I'm working on better audio quality and trying to just tweak a few things up so we can develop an interesting product over there out of what I'm already doing, right? So this is going to take parts of my live streams where I start to talk about this and that. Maybe it's music, maybe even stuff in Minecraft can be a topic, right? Current events, political, social things, whatever's going on. When I start talking about them, we're going to take those little bits and put them into a clips channel. It's called Assumer Says. The title of this stream has a command you can type into chat and get a link to that channel. If you're watching on the second channel, I'll make sure to put a link to it in the description box. If not, it'll probably be, you know, listed on the side of my channel page. And you know what to do to go find it, like I've tweeted the link to it, stuff like that. If you look around on my... I should add it to my website, you know. I've got to do these things. This is why I've been so busy today, because I just decided to launch it. When you want to get things done in life, you can spend a lot of time, you know, trying to get to that 90% perfect. This is one of those stories by that guy, what's his name, Hank Hill or something? You know, you try and get that 99% perfect product ready. You've got to scale it all back. You just got to get the ball rolling, which is what we're doing today. And, you know, I could have spent a lot more time on the channel artwork for now, but it's just a placeholder. I took some of the fantastic drawings by Sad Pop Tart and used a couple of those to create a look for the channel to begin with. And as time goes by, I'm hoping to find a graphics designer and then be able to create some better looking thumbnails, because I've just thrown something together very quickly. Better looking image for the channel, and then keep rolling out those videos of clips from what we talk about here. And I'm hoping those clips will be able to talk, that's my job. I'm hoping that they'll be able to grow inside of YouTube, develop an audience there that wants this content, and then become perhaps its own thing, even separate from where most people might regularly find me and what I do online. Now, I've had a few comments, oh yeah, this needs fixing. I've had a few comments already from people saying, why don't you just put this on Assumer too? You know, fair question. The reason being, is that Asuma 2 is actually supposed to be for secondary content, which is like me playing additional games from Minecraft. That was the original idea for it. I also throw guitar videos out there, which I don't do anymore. And I mainly put live streams on there and data packs. And I didn't want to lump yet another thing into that channel when, if I want to build an audience for something different, I don't want to put it in a place where I've already developed an audience for other types of content that is actually quite unrelated. So these clips are going to be really unrelated from me playing different games and data packs. They are of course related to the live streams, but if people are watching these videos, finding them elsewhere, and then seeing, hey, this came from a live stream, I might want to go check that out. A lot of people like Minecraft, maybe they see stuff I'm doing in the game and go, that looks interesting, let's go check it out. It could be like a cross-pollination thing as well. And so it's a new project that I hope could perhaps, you know, secure my position, if you want to call it that, here on YouTube, and give me like perhaps another avenue to take in the future for developing content. That's kind of the plan for it, and it's up. And there's a video on it, and there'll probably be another one soon. And hey, if you want to go subscribe, remember you can type that command into chat. And I think I said everything about the channel right there. Maybe this will become a video over there, you know? What is Asuma 2 about? Asuma 2, it's not even the name of the channel! Oh dear, it's called Asuma Says. Future podcast channel, says Slim Jim. If I do a podcast, it'll fit on there. I was thinking more edutainment videos or news videos, response to current social events, give my thoughts on things. That's the angle that I was sort of going for, but it could eventually be for podcasts as well. Riff Raff says, what sort of things will you be talking about? Whatever comes up in these streams, they're just going to be clipped. Wait, I shouldn't be putting these boxes down here, that makes no sense. Let's go to where the items are. Don't do political events, that causes problems for both you and the viewers, says Marist TB. I don't think it does. I think there's a way you can handle talking about politics, which is to realise that we all have different views on the world. We all are exposed to different information and ideas, and if we just respect that when we talk to each other, if we can convey, hey, I've heard different things from this about you, and be civil, that is a good way to communicate and a good thing. And if I were to engage in that side of politics and whatnot, I'm not going to be one of these people that are like, oh, those lot over there, they're so silly. You know, that's not what I'm about. I want to put forth some like level-headed, hey, this is what I think, this is where I heard it from. You know, we should be able to have different opinions from one another and it not be divisive and controversial, in my opinion. And so I feel like I would be promoting the kind of thing that I would want to promote through whatever that channel becomes, right? So I'm not going to shy away from that stuff, but you know, I have to be in the right mood to talk about these things, and who knows when I'm going to be in the right mood, and who knows what we're going to talk about today. You know, it's just what the live streams are. We're starting to capture it, put it into a new place, and who knows what it could turn into, right? Now let's catch up with those noises in the ear. I like one of these usernames right here. Oh, that rhymed. Another JT is resubscribing for 28 months, saying many thanks for the inspiring content. Keep it up. Thank you for the lovely message and 28 months of support. We got good times with hot coffee. That is a cool username if I ever heard one. Thank you ever so much for your support. I like it. We've got Shizuku3158, the one and only, for 15 months. Shizuku Says. That's the name of Shizuku's new channel. You know, Asuma Says, Shizuku Says, Cat Says. Where are we at? I was reading a message. Life are hard for we Hong Kongers, but you always cheer me up. Thank you very much. Also, grats on 1 mil subs. Yes, a lot is happening in Hong Kong. I've been following it very briefly. If I have more time on my hands, that is one of the current things going on I would like to know more about for sure. I wish you all the best over there. I always, whenever there's a protest with a lot of people involved, I always find myself naturally leaning towards the people, you know, like it's people against the system. I'm always more skeptical of the system than the people, and so I don't know the full details. I get the gist of what's happening over there, but you know, I wish all the best and hope people can be safe. I know it's not the case, people are getting hurt, but yeah, I shan't say too much more on it because I am pretty, like I said, pretty ignorant. It's one of those things I'd like to be following more. Why does Karanis call you Shishwami? Says Lurky in chat. You'll have to ask the one and only Karalis that question, won't you? Not even the gods know why. The Minecraft gods. Cool, right, so we have raided this place. That's terrific. I'm actually going to make use of all this food now. I've thrown a load away before. There's another little job that needs doing over this farm, but we'll save it for another day. So the Arctic Viking has resubscribed for 8 months in a row, saying, "Hi, X, congrats on 1 million subs on YouTube." Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate your congratulations. Have I picked up all I needed to from here? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's some more, is there? Which one's got... Look at those cheaty shulker boxes. I am unsubscribing. This is not vanilla Minecraft. Oh, my precious vanilla Minecraft. What have you done to it? Okay. What? Oh, was that me? Don't think that was me. Also, we'll probably get no mushroom spawns because other peeps are online. Sam Lobseger is here, resubscribed for 2 months. 3 months even, saying congrats on the 1 million, dude. Here's to the next million. Also, the Arctic Viking, did I? No, I did read that. Thank you. Thank you, Shizuku. Thank you, Sam. Gallo75 has subscribed. Thank you so much. Real Fally here for 4 months saying, Asuma, you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I wish you the best and many happy returns on reaching 1 mil. You deserve it. Real Fally, I like that. You know, I don't know to what topic we haven't seen eye to eye on, but when we don't see eye to eye with different people, I think it's good to just accept that and be okay with the fact that people are going to see things different in the world. To me, it gives us more of an opportunity to go, well, can you explain, you know, more about your worldview to me? Because if we get all uppity and angry at each other, we're going to probably quickly shut down people's tolerance to actually communicate with one another and learn from each other, which is what I think we should do when we find, hey, you have a different view on this to me, you know? We got I Love Waffles. Waffles. I Love Waffles. That caught me off guard. Maybe if it grows and gets good feedback, you could hire someone to animate some of what you talk about. That would be cool. I like the fact that you're getting bigger and surrounding yourself with helpful people. More time for derping. Yeah, I like it as well, actually. It's starting to feel like a natural evolution. I've held on to creating like a lot of my own content for so long, but now I'm starting to work with other people and collaborate more. It really is kind of freeing up my creativity, and I'm just finding projects and things that I do are flowing really well. Speaking of which, we've got to go this direction next. Yes. Quabam! Quabam! New word that I just made up. Thank you for the donation as always, cats. Do appreciate it. I don't think I was going as far as animating right now, but you never know what's going to happen, because a point could present itself where it makes sense to get something animated. That would probably be, let's say the channel takes off, right, and then I start, hang on, let's not look at Enderman. Let's say it takes off and it starts to overtake my main channel. Then I might be at a point, right, where I can go, oh my goodness me, that looks like a terrible structure. Wait, is that scaffolding? I've got to check this out. This might be spoilers, but hey, hype for someone's episode. Oh, there's grass block it a few blocks across. I see. Someone was doing something over there, that's for sure. Total distractions. If let's say this third channel somehow magically becomes more popular, oh yeah, I don't need an ender pearl, then I might be at a point where I'm like, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to continue doing Minecraft, or do I want to try and take this somewhere? And so, yeah, that could happen, but maybe that would involve animations. Right, the other thing I'm going to pick up are ender pearls. That's why I brought a load of boxes, because I knew that there were loads over here, so we'll just fill them up to the brim. And, you know, be slightly anxious at the presence of a wither down below. Slightly anxious. We got a noise in here from Badger Spanner doing cheers, throwing those bits, saying, "Evening, lovely nerds. Welcome, Badger, Queen of Nerds." A little bit cheeky. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits. Appreciate it. It's a nerd fest in here. Is that what you're trying to say? You're just trying to say it's a nerd fest. Okay, let's put these down and let's start transferring some ender pearls. Bam! So many ender pearls. We'll be able to fill all of these up. I just don't know, but we're going to find out. So don't tune out, because it's dead exciting watching someone move ender pearls. Oh, look at how many went into that chest. I did not expect that. We got noises in the ear from Aphelion for 53 months saying, how do you spell it? Quabam. I was thinking QU in my mind, but you can spell it with a K if you want. Also, 53... Goodness me, months in a row. Goodness me, 53. Is that how long we've been doing this for? Where does the time go, eh? Soon be Christmas. Don't worry about it. We also got Maris B7 subscribing with Amazon Prime, and the one and only, the man who edits the videos and plays bass guitar. It's Adam Arts. Here with a donation. Dude, I'm supposed to pay you for this. No, it works the other way around. You're editing my videos, I have to pay you for it. Oh, dude, I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Third channel hype indeed. Third channel hype. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. And I'll be talking after the the stream, communicating, you know, all the goings on and all of that stuff. Yeah, like I said earlier, I got a really good feeling working with Adam. He seems to understand what I want to do, and I really like the edits that have been done so far. And, you know, we launched the channel. We put out the first video today. And, by the way, I think we're already at, like, 1,600 subs or something. Which, you know, I know they're not sort of like new subs. They're people who are already subscribed to my other stuff. But it's cool to see it grow. And it makes me wonder, like, how far or how fast, or, you know, how many numbers could we push in a day? Because I haven't used my main channel to announce anything yet. I've just used my second, my Discord, like a few smaller places first of all. You know, we're going to start steady, see where it goes, and at some point I'll announce it on my main channel. So you might see this like big bump one day, you know. It'll be interesting to see for sure, to see how it all develops. Right, so we got noises in the ear from Tomcat Collins doing cheers for own bits, saying, X, I was happy to catch your stream in between work shifts. Have an awesome night. Thank you so much, dude. I'm glad you were able to catch it. I'm assuming over on Asuma 2. Or do you mean right now? Maybe you mean not around. Anyway, it's good to have you with us, and thank you so much for the cheers and the bits. We're going to talk about things today. Apparently we're at 1,800 subs. My goodness me, peeps, we've got 1,300 people watching. If you want to subscribe to this channel, if you're like, I like the sound of that, and if you're like, I don't like the sound of that, go subscribe anyway. Jeez, don't be stingy. Oh, jokes, complete jokes. Yeah, there's a command in the screen title. If you type that into chat, you will be given the link to the new channel. It's like a top secret exclusive link. It doesn't have like a URL yet. I spoke to my rep as well. YouTube don't do like fast tracking or anything like that, just because I've got, you know, other channels. So we're going to have to earn all the unlocks the proper way, which means we can't get a custom channel name or monetization until like a certain threshold has been reached. Let's get these over here. Is that kind of it? No, there's still a few bits here and there. So this is why I just figured take all of them, because fill them all up, put them somewhere else, put them in some chests, and then I don't have to come back here again for a long, long time, I hope. Famous last words. Because I'll probably die in a minute and have to come get my items. Right. That will do. So we didn't use these ones over here. Let's also focus on making sure we're picking all of these up. Watching them go into the inventory. I don't want any funky server shenanigans, you know, losing any items here. Like that. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting all of them. Sweet, that looks good. Yeah, we had about 3 slots. That seems about right. How do we get back is a good question. F3 to the rescue. I think we just want to drift it now. And we're very high up in the sky. We got noises in the ear from Cats gifting a sub to Adam Arts. Of course. I should make you VIP as well, Adam. I mean, that'll go on the notes list. Let's quickly write that on the post-stream notes. Sweet. Very sweet. Yeah, some of the things we're talking about doing is perhaps creating like a hashtag. I've been thinking of maybe creating a channel inside of the Asumaverse. Oh, I know what that is. A place to go and talk about this third channel. Maybe you see something in the stream that needs clipping or whatever. Like, a place to discuss our topicality. Yeah. Wesman Mass says, how about Miss Much? I had to put shepherd's pie in the oven. Oh, sounds delicious, that does. I'm on another streak of eating very healthy. Had a salad, had some granola oats actually, which not the healthier of options, but you know, trying to get advice about what to eat in this day and age, but now everything's like the healthiest thing ever or the worst thing you could eat. Anyway, I had granola oats for breakfast. Yum yum. Then I had, yeah, some salad at lunch and then a bowl of veg. Bowl of veggies with some spring rolls. Very nice. Very tasty. I enjoyed it. We're taking down the Corrales here. And also, people have commented on how it looks like a bee, which is just hilarious. I didn't really notice that until I paid closer attention. Badger in chat says, is anyone here not a nerd here, though? We're all watching one. And Badger is also here gifting subs. Thank you again, Badger, so much for supporting the community here. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber, which means you can throw love hearts in chat. Feel free to throw them to Badger's direction. Also, Logical Geek Boy says, I'm not Badger, I'm a geek. Big difference. Twin Links, Prox J, Floppy the Whale, Anime to Tawakwane. Jeez, I butchered that one. And Frogman Ultra. Now subscribers. Thank you so much, Badger, again for the support. J, Free Bus 2010 for 2 months. And Tamer G489, subscribing with the Prime. Thank you ever so much. Can't thank you enough. Wonderful. Appreciate your support. Something popped in my head a second ago. There's 3 words. There's nerd, there's geek, and dork. Wait, yeah, nerd, geek, and dork. You know, I'd consider myself a mix of dork and derp, and a bit of nerd. I've added a new category, this derp. I forgot about derp, hence being a derp. Right, I'm sorry, Corrales, but this was a temporary structure. It feels sad to pull it down, but you know how it goes. It's time to say goodbye. I think chat is angry at me. Chat is angry at me. Zalutron has subscribed. Zalutron, thank you ever so much for your subscription. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're entertained. So talking of Asuma Says and things that we could talk about, I have something we could talk about. John McCormack was on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and it was a fantastic discussion. This guy is highly intelligent. Wait, where did I have Instant Mine from a moment ago? Oh, wait a minute. Was it all Instant Mine, or was it just... Is it me, or did I totally Instant Mine some of those blocks? I have confused myself. I could have swore I Instant Mined those a second ago. Whatever. Leave the platform as a place for future welcome packages for new hermits. I got another plan for this, but... You know, don't have to build them here. We can always build welcoming gifts elsewhere. Anyway, talk about getting distracted. Goodness me. What? It's the conduit power. Huh. I guess it gives you haste as well. Weird. Anyway. So John McCormack is like clearly a highly intelligent guy. And very articulate and very interesting. And I absolutely loved the conversation they had. He's the creator of Doom. He's the creator of Quake. Well, one of the creators. You know, he worked with John Romero on Doom. I know that. And then apparently he did a bunch of stuff with rockets. You know, space rockets like SpaceX. And, you know, he does a bunch of other things. He likes cars. Souped up Ferraris. Bit of martial arts. And he's over at Oculus Rift, which is something that I heard about a while ago. I remember when he moved over there. He's interested in VR tech. And listening to him talk about VR tech, really interesting points being made towards the end of the podcast, if you're interested in listening to it. They're talking about how virtual reality could solve some interesting problems that we have as a population with millions and millions of people, right? Billions. What am I talking about? Billions. They're the numbers that we're getting into now, the billions. So I wanted to see what all of you thought of this. He was suggesting that people are now, people are now using, they're using virtual reality to like communicate with people across the globe and exist in virtual environments together to do things that you could normally do at home, like sit on a couch. And he was talking about how people use VR headsets to watch Netflix. That to me sounds strange, but then he points out some people might live in a really small room, not have enough, you know, space for a big television, yet if you put on that headset, you can sit in a theatre and watch something. Ah, John Carmack. Why did you add the Mac before Carmack, says Zam Mangus. I looked it up before the stream and it said John McCormack. Don't tell me I'm wrong. I literally double checked that. It's John McCormack. I feel like I'm being trolled now. Let's catch up with some noises in the ear. Banter Spanner is here. Doing cheers, throwing bits, saying you're adorkable, X. Adorkable, thanks. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Oh yeah, our inventory has been emptied, that's right. We got Sorrel the Soul here subscribing. We've got Tomcat Collins gifting a sub to Finori. We've got Haley Bailey gifting a sub to Logical Geek Boy. Oh my goodness me, the gifted subs are going around. And J3Bus 2010 gifting subs to McGagey, Card, Musician, Dark Potato 29, Prince of Clash, and Furbisuit. J3Bus, thank you so much for supporting the community. I appreciate it. If you just heard your name being read out loud, feel free to throw and assume a love heart in chat, as you are now able to do so thanks to J3Bus. Appreciate all the support as always. How can it be John Carmack? I literally typed it into Google, looked it up. First thing that comes up was the podcast that I just listened to. Maybe it's doing one of those things where it's showing it because I listened to it as opposed to that's a hot thing with that person's name. Ugh. Here I am thinking, I've got a new channel, I need to be more professional. Let's do the research, let's say this guy's name right. And what happens? Somehow, some way, why do people want to listen to me on this new channel? Why do they want to listen to someone who can't do research properly? I don't understand it. This channel's going, it's already doomed. It's already doomed. I'm cancelling it. Unsubscribe. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I was really curious to hear what all of you thought of this, because he was suggesting that some of life's luxuries and the fact that they're never going to be able to reach every single person on the planet may be solved by using virtual reality as a conduit to experience things that you don't have access to, like a home theatre, or the experience in going to the cinema, which for a lot of us is something we have access to, but maybe you've got a relative who's a long way away and you can't go watch a movie together, but that's something you love to do. You can do it in the virtual environment. You can find friends online that are your people, your niche, which is something that we have here actually, our extended community around the channel. A lot of people have made friends here. It's a lot of what happens online now is people manage to find the people that they want to be friends with. Because the internet's just full of niches everywhere, right? VR holidays could be cool, says Edard Starch. He was also talking about augmented reality, where, the decor of the room that you're in is augmented by this headset that you could perhaps have. It's a really fascinating discussion. And initially, I'd be one of those people, I think, quite resistant to the idea. I'd be like, we need to make the real world better. You need to live in the real world. But then he sort of points out that we actually constantly shape and change the real world a lot to suit our own needs, and this is just another way of doing that, which I thought was a really fair point. I was like, yeah, we do kind of do that, don't we? VR billionaire, says Adam Moore. Yeah, but like literally it could be, right? You go into the VR world and you might feel like one. I mean, if that's for you though. I don't want to live in a mansion, like I don't need a Ferrari. Those things don't particularly appeal to me. Like materialism, it's not what I'm looking for, but if you are, you could experience it virtually, I guess. It'd probably be fun to do stuff like that in a virtual environment. Anyway, what I need to do now, and I think I'm just going to do it with blocks because we're waffling, is do a little bit of counting. So let's put 3 between each of these blocks, which is aided up until this point, and then it's corrected again. And now let's start doing that from the other side, where it gets a little bit tricky. So 3, and then we're on track. Okay, so the question is, how many do you have on that side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes this the middle, which is probably exactly where I built this thing a moment ago, right? So what we'll do is have some stone bricks next. Right, so chat, I hand it over to you. I pick up my cup of tea. I look in and see it's been 35 minutes, and I think, oh, this isn't as prime temperature as I would have liked. Zam Magnus says, so yeah, it's very useful this. Also, you can share some moments with the loved ones who are far away. That's an interesting idea, isn't it? You can share your virtual experiences. Maybe with the augmented stuff, you can actually share your IRL experience, like a GoPro for them to experience. Bibbo with a very nice chat there saying, this is the first stream I'm properly watching and it won't be the last one. Cool. Glad you're enjoying it. You're interested by the sounds of it. Video calls via augmented virtual reality. Yes, that would be a use. The human animal tends not to be as deep as it imagines itself. That being said though, VR tech will definitely not take off of virtual experiences by creating a facsimile of real life. Yes, I agree with you there as well, actually. It's the more imaginative, what can we create that we don't already have, that will probably be a bigger drive for it. Also, that first line, that we're not as deep as we think, I like that. I'd like if you elaborated on that a little bit more, because I often try and keep things a little bit simple in my life, which is why I enjoy the pleasures of food, and exercise is a big one for me. Things feel so much simpler when you're just going for a run, or you're on the bike. You're enjoying the outdoors, the fresh air, the trees and the animals in the fields, and just things are so simple. And then you've got that state of mind induced by exercise where things, your energy is kind of focused on your body and your mind doesn't wander as much, and you just kind of are more present in the moment, and that's like simplicity. So Tomcat Collins is here doing cheers throwing bits, saying nerds stick together through all the issues. Nerds unite. Tom, thank you ever so much for the cheers and the bits. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hupflup Freer is here subscribing as well. Taubar says VR is the future of mankind, not space exploring. That's why we don't see aliens in space. They go full out into VR. That is an interesting point. If you want to go simulated realities argument, they're not out there because they're in their VR worlds. Very interesting hypothesis. Also reminds me of the Fermi paradox, because the first video we put out on Asuma Says, let's come back to it in a second. Right, putting down the tea. First video that we put out on Asuma Says is about aliens, just a little story about my dad's thinking that he saw a UFO and then realizing that he didn't a little bit later. It's just a fascinating story, because there was this moment where it could have actually been a UFO forever in his mind, but he made a decision to go get a camcorder, came back and realized his mistake. Very cool little story, and people seem to like it as well. Now there's a thing called the Fermi paradox, and because I expressed that I didn't believe in aliens, I think that got a little bit misunderstood by one or two people. I don't believe that we've been visited by little grey men, or I don't believe in the Hollywood alien, let's call it, But I'm not dismissing that there could be other life out there in the galaxy. But I think we should just pay attention to the fact that the Fermi paradox, as it's called, is a pretty interesting way at looking at the problem. And I think acknowledging that that problem is there means you can sort of say there probably is aliens and other life somewhere out there, but they're not going to be these little grey men that fly around in saucers like we've seen in the movies. They could take on all different sorts of forms. Maybe they exist in dimensions we can't comprehend. Who knows? But the odds are that they could be out there somewhere. What's really interesting to me about the whole debate around this Fermi paradox is that we have these astronomical numbers. The galaxy, the universes, they're so massive, they're so unbelievably massive that surely, even though it seems incredibly slim that we exist here, surely something's got to exist out there. But I think the way to look at it is that, yeah, the margins are so slim here, but because everything is so massive, you can say it exists somewhere else, but that massiveness is the reason why we can't see it, because we're so astronomically far apart from anyone. From other ones. There could be something interesting to hypothesis here, just a little thought that popped in the mind. We know Earth as like a planet that we exist on. When we think of life, we're probably thinking of life that exists on planets. what if we were able to factor in, hey, what about life that doesn't need a planet? Because there could be environments that don't run into the problems of the, I think it's the Fermi paradox, or it might be other ones around it, where they start to go, okay, what hurdles does life have to get over to develop science and technology, and then to use the resources of its planet to create energy, to travel distances across the galaxy to find other life? There's all these hurdles, and they theorize that we might not be able to pass some of them. It may be the reason we don't see other people out there, but what if there were starting conditions that didn't have those hurdles? What if there were things that existed in space that could just travel around and space was its environment, you know? What if? There's so many what ifs. What do you think about Bob Lazar, though, says Julie Bruss. Very interesting. I enjoy listening to his stories, and he seems like a sincere guy. His story is totally out there, and I don't like to be one to shout, "You're a liar," or anything like that. It can be tricky to believe, but when someone is calm, composed, and seems sincere when talking about it like he is, it can be very convincing. But I don't let that be what convinces me. I'm happy to listen and go, okay, that's your story, that was fascinating, but I don't have to make up my mind on this, you know? I don't have to come to a conclusion. So we got white and we got green. We've kind of gone with the green matches this. Oh, now I feel like I should change the green wall so it's not the same as this one. We're introducing color bias. Oh dear, not color bias. I'm just gonna pick a color that feels all right. Let's go with yellow. I'm going to go with yellow. So we've got to take the center, have 3 wide, and then 2 deep on either side. So the 3 wide is here, and that means this block. And that block will be our 2 wide. 2 wide indeed. To anyone who doesn't know who Bob Lazar is, he's... In his own words, he would be a employee of the government who worked at Area 51, although it had a different name, and he has seen and worked with parts of the alien technology for flying spacecraft. Yes, it is a remarkable story. I would not recommend watching the documentary on Netflix. It is one of those kind of hokey-pokey, atmosphere-driven things where they don't really give you a lot of information. They put in all the spooky music and the big claims. I think you should watch the Joe Rogan podcast and hear it from the man himself talking about it. That's fascinating. And hey, I'm not trying to tell you what he's saying is true or right. Make up your own mind. Have your own thoughts. I'm very interested in that stuff. It's interesting, and that is a place where you can go hear about it. Now, here's the thing. The platform kind of ends here, and we've got this little bit of distance, which we won't have if we put this next structure we're going to build here, which makes me think maybe we should move it and put it back a little bit. What do you think, peeps? Would it look weird if it rubbed up against the front here? Or should it be further back? I think it needs to be further back, and I'm notoriously fussy and I do things the hard way. So we're going to do that anyway. Right, I am behind on noises on ears because we just had another little talky tangent. Now that I've got this Asuma Says channel, I'm just going to go into talky tangent mode way too often, you know. Peeps in chat are saying I should move it back as well. Well, that is promising, because that is what I have chosen to chosen to do. Ugh, I'm having trouble. I really wish they would work on the whole water mechanics a little bit more. Like, movement in and around water can be really irritating, the way you pop in and out of different, like, swim and stand modes. Oh, it's annoying. What are you making? We're actually making a third tower over here, and it's going to be like a place to go pick up some items after you die, basically. So, noises in the ear. Let's see, how far back do I need to go? Oh my goodness me. Haley Bailey! Gifting subs! So sorry for taking so long, Haley. I hope you're still there. Thank you for supporting the community. We got gifted subs to Drake OX. Nice. Posture Tree. AVER and Space Dorito 49, and also Dragon in Shadows. You're all now subscribers. Feel free to throw an Asuma love heart in chat. Haley Bailey's way. Haley, thank you again so much for supporting the community. Do appreciate you. I put the clay in the wrong spot there, haven't I? I've definitely put it in the wrong spot. And now it's in the correct spot, and you're in the wrong spot. And let's get rid of these blocks. Welcome to the stream, Winnie. We have been talking about stuff. We've also been talking about things. Talking about aliens. Talking about VR. My goodness me, we talk a lot. Taribo is here with a donation saying, don't read out loud. Yep, Taribo, best way is to send me an email, and I'll put it on my list, and I'll check my email after stream, because that sounds important. Alright, dude. Also, Taribo, I believe you're a patron, so you have that email address as well to contact me on. And then this block over here has to go. But thank you for reaching out there. Talbar says, did we talk about the new Tool album? We did, very early on, and I basically said I've listened to it once, and I like it, I enjoyed it, I want to listen to it more, I want to get to know that album more. What I will say about it, which is slightly on the negative side, is it just feels like there isn't a lot of progression in their sound from like one place to another, which is what I got a sense of listening to their albums recently, one by one, becoming a new Tool fan. Is like I hear the lineage of their sound, I hear this development, and this time around I hear a few new ideas in there and a few new things, but a lot of it feels very very familiar, like an old friend or something, you know. And because of that, like, you know, I got to get into it more. Just listen to it the one time. It does like take the edge off a little bit, and it's something that I always want from bands. Even, you know, maybe there's like exceptions where I really just want this band to make that record again, but I'm often more interested in what a band's doing when it's a little bit more unexpected and there's more kind of, ooh, like, well, didn't expect that, you know, like in a good way. Bands can do that and sound terrible. But yeah, I like it when bands can surprise you and experiment and do all that good stuff, you know. Let's get that over here and this over there, and yeah, we'll build this up, the structure of it a little bit more. I just want to get the base in today and put in some chests. That's literally my goal. Okay, so let's get back to those noises that appear in my eardrums. Anti-Fish03 is here doing the cheers, throwing those bits, saying, awesome stream. Have an awesome stream, Isuma. My lunch break is over, so going back to the grind. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the cheers and the bits. Hope you had a good lunch, and maybe I'll see you again on the second channel. And now I feel bad that I'm 8 minutes behind, because they're going off for their lunch. And I'm behind on the noises. Oh dear. Terrible streamer. Terrible. Hashtag terrible streamer. Okay. Okay, go easy on me with that hashtag, jeez. I've already forgotten what I was doing. Actually, no, the image is still in my head. I've just re-accessed it. It's this right here. Cool. That's window number 1. Then I think it's just window number 2, right? Oh no, there's a little bit of concrete border in there. See, now I need some ender pearls. Thank goodness I went and got some earlier, right? Thank goodness. We got Zan Mangus subscribing and Blue Bottle 77 gifting. No, sorry, not gifting. Resubscribing for 35 months. Oh, jeez, I did it wrong. I got to do it when I bob upwards. Oh, jeez, I did it wrong again. How am I supposed to do this? Ugh. How many ender pearls does it take? Let's try this method. Let's try that method now. Okay, Blue Bottle, thank you so much. Ida Hoff is here for 8 months, resubscribing. Incredible. Gandalf7901, subscribing. Thank you ever so much, Gandalf. Appreciate it. We also got Load Nikon resubscribing for 24 months in a row. So Diamond Face in chat saying happy 2 years, bud. Thank you still for all you do, and congratulations on how far you've come. Bravo. Question for chat. If there was a Asuma paradox, what would it be? That's an amazing question. What would the Asuma paradox be? I don't know. I am blank on that one. Only the geniuses of the chat can figure out the answer to such a amazing question right there. I love that. The Asuma paradox. Maybe it'd be just one of my weird little philosophical quirks. Although most of my ideas are pretty much based on someone else's idea, which is actually the foundation of all knowledge. Jeez, well done me. Maybe that's my paradox. I don't know. That's not a paradox. That's why it is a paradox. Anyway. Brilliant. I heard you went onto Tumblr recently. How was it? Says Fear My Paintbrush. It was weird and amazing. Like, there was stuff in there that I just did not expect to see. And I was just like, this is a very particular type of fandom right here. And I like it. It's hilarious. But I feel like I also don't understand a lot of it. It's incredible to see Hermitcraft kind of growing in this way and becoming such a massive thing now, it feels like. I remember the Minecraft fandom way back when. That was just incredible. It was like, this is becoming like such a massive community, and there's all this amazing like fan generated content. And when we were starting out on Hermitcraft, like, a lot of us were in awe of that. It was like, wow, look at what these guys have done. And it's kind of incredible now to realize we've done that as well. It's taken 7 years. But yeah, there's like this just community atmosphere around our Hermitcraft now, where you can't even track it. There's so many people making fan art and fan fiction and just doing so much cool stuff. It's like taking on a life of its own, and that is absolutely wonderful. It really humbles me. Tumblr is the worst, says J3. I mean, the humour on there might not be for some people. There's definitely far more profanity. It's one of the not so family friendly areas, I guess, of Hermitcraft-ness, or whatever you want to call it. The Asuma Paradox. What do you get if you take away one Asuma Derp from 3 Mumbo Spoons? Who knows, jeez. Do you feel like you are... Oh, that one went off the top of the screen. Always pick from the bottom. Why'd I have to do this? I'd have to tell myself this story every single time. Always pick from the bottom, X. Let's grab an unpopular colour. I know, actually, magenta. I've got loads of that in my base. I happen to know that. And then repurpose it. No, don't go in the water. It's the Hermitverse, says Laurent Prevent. It is the Hermitverse, isn't it? And it's wonderful. It's an amazing thing that's been created. Okay, so now we're going to get some of this stuff. You see, I don't have a crafting bench in here, which I'll put in this new building. Let's go actually put it in the floor right now, rather than over here. Okay, yeah, crafting bench. And I'm making glass, and it's yellow. There we go. If you could only do collabs with one hermit for the rest of your life, who would it be and why? I don't know. I don't do a lot of collabing. But probably Python or Biffa or Ren. Those are the 3 who I've gotten on really well. And Iskall as well. Really well with collabing. And Corrales, of course. Man, it just feels like, you know, it's been so long. It has been so long, that's why. I love recording with Corrales as well. I'm hoping we can do something soon. I'm realising how busy I am, because Corrales has been logging on. I've been thinking, oh, I'll say hello and you know, come help him with mining for diamonds or something. And then I'm like, when? I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I've got to do everything under the sun. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get around to something at some point. But yeah, certainly busy times, and with Christmas ahead, and it being football season again, it's like, I wonder when. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get around to it. Jeez! Ugh. Do you think you'll participate in all the Area 77 stuff? Participate in Area 77? How does one participate in top secret government area? I do not understand. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Should have done that on the other side. Because we're doing just enough to get these chests in for now. Now I figured we'd get the ball rolling over here first. What are you building right now? Asuma, says JJ. We're building a building. It's a place to put things in. Hero spawn. Yeah, that needs a lot of work. Like, that needs some foundation going on and going down. And that stuff will happen. It's probably easier on those sides because they've just been built on top of land. But it will get done, and then that will get built upwards, and that will be amazing. So in here is where we're going to put some chests. They need to be double chests, really. So I think what we'll do is have them come out the wall. Right, we got noises in the ear from Badger Spanner, gifting a sub to Summer Flower for 3 months. Badger, thank you again. Crazy support, appreciate it. Thank you for gifting the sub. Summer Flower, you are now a subscriber. Right, let's get those chests over here. Father of Apocalypse, the one, the only, is here with a donation. Saying, hey, I missed the 1 million sub celebration stream on yesterday, and I am happy to catch this one. I was actually watching the sub count go to 1 million the time it hit 1 million, so congratulations. Here's the 2 million subscriber. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I got a lot of messages from a lot of people. You know, I couldn't really reply to all of them, so I thank everyone who's been sending me messages. I do appreciate it. I did not watch the counter that much. Obviously, I had my eye on it, and as the night was getting older, I was, you know, checking on it, but not really obsessing on it. And I happened to be staying up like relatively late because I needed to do some stuff for a Hermitcraft episode. And when I got done with that, I noticed that we were like 400 away, and I thought, I'm not going to stay up and watch. Like, that wasn't a good idea to me, so I just went to bed. And we passed it, like, I think at 2 in the morning my time. So I could have stayed up and watched it, but, I mean, it's just a number. Like I say, it's all about the journey, the experience. You know, the best bit was 1 to 99. It was 1 to 999,999. You know, that was the best bit. Pasamiga says, hey Asuma, is the data pack to show the Shulkerbox contents available for download? It's not a data pack. It is a mod for Fabric. Right, so now we've got to move some stuff around, so I should probably pack away this. Look, I'm done with my building here today. I feel like we've been productive, we've been efficient. I've managed to talk and communicate with all of y'all while I've been doing this. Unbelievable multitasking. Wait, why do I have, like... Oh, from taking away the Corrales thing. That's why I've got extra stuff. Got it, got it. Okay, the glass can go in here. Did I put all those in there? I think I did. Grey concrete. And the yellow wall. So everything else came from a Corrales thing. So we'll make a Corrales box. This is a Corrales box right here. This is what it looks like. Yep. Yep. There we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shulker boxes. And there's the 7th. And there's an 8th. Cool. Let's go pack those away quickly. We've got a lot of noises. Oh my goodness me, I think we've just been sub-bombed. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 in total. Gotta keep track of these. Very good, very organised. Sweet. Right, let's go and pack those shulker boxes. My goodness me, that is a lot. Okay, Father Apocalypse, thank you so much for your donation. We got PyVTS, subscribing with Amazon Prime. And we got the one and only Anonymous. I love your poetry, dude. Amazing stuff. Gifting subs to Rubble, Bahelo, Alpha Jun 6492, Raven Thoughts, Spurs Wivatekers, Swedish is Love, Completely Gaming 101, Cofton 06, Grayson Games, Durusty Spoons, and Neotip. No, Newtup. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you everyone for tuning in. You've now been gifted subs by Anonymous. You could say, well, of course you can say thank you, they'll see it. I was going to say there's no point, but there is, because they'll be able to see it. We just don't know who they are. Mysterious person. Remaining Anonymous, what are you? Some sort of Assumovoid? Oh, I don't want to show my face. Oh, go outside. People will see it. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Badger says, almost football full-time announcer voice then. Was it now? How do I do a full-time announcement? Derby County 1, Leicester City 0. Something like that. Jeez, impressions. Will you play Blair Witch, says Alvin. Probably not. I've never really played a horror game. I played like a game called Amnesia very briefly a long time ago. I think that's about it. I've never really been drawn into those horror games at all now that I think about it. Anyway, there will be ender pearls over here and there will be food. That was my great idea. You know, someone dies, they want some stuff, it's here for them. They don't have to go anywhere, it's genius. Brilliant. Have you ever played Braid? I do not believe I have played Braid. By the way, I've been told that a couple of games... You see, I talked about a lot of things I've played in the past in my 1 million subscriber special video. I've been told that a couple of games have, been updated. I can't remember what the latest one I read today was, but I think it was Astroneer, and I thought, ooh, might have to go back and play that. Tabs, though, has been updated, so I launched Tabs. My goodness me, I think I might have to do a live stream where we play Tabs at some point. Won't have much more free time for that anytime soon, it seems like, but at some point, definitely got to play Tabs again. Looks like the campaign would be really fun to play through, so maybe that's something we do here on Twitch in the future. Tabs is great, says Pizza Pro. I like it, it's a terrific game. It's hilarious, is what it really is. Whew, a lot of stuff here, right? A lot of stuff. Surely food and ender pearls should be on separate sides, says Crooklar. Don't question the method, I'm doing a good thing, I'm just filling up the chests. Questioning my methods, jeez. And we got some cooked food. I mean, I could put them all on one side and take some of these ender pearls back to my base, I guess. Let's try that actually, because... Wait, that means that many over... Okay, right, so... Jeez, now you've got me... Oh, more sorting time. Blame that person in chat. Because now all I'm doing is sorting stuff. Oh. Oh, how boring. Okay, this is actually becoming incredibly inefficient. This is not the way to do it, peeps. Ignore me. So now we're going to put everything over there. Fair enough. We got a noise in here from Tomcat Collins doing cheers, throwing those bits. Those biddies. Saying party, party, party. Hey X, I was glad I was able to stop today and yesterday during the streams. There wasn't a stream yesterday though, right? I have to go back to work and cook up some yummy food. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate it. Enjoy your food and have a great one yourself. I appreciate it. You've also made me hungry. Sometimes that's all it takes. One word, food. Ah, belly rumbles. Belly rumbles. I've had a very lackluster day though. I haven't really done any exercise. A little bit of a workout. Been for a walk in the morning. Been on the treadmill for like 15 minutes. Very docile day, so I haven't eaten as much. Oh, so I feel hungry. I think, peeps, it's time for an eye break. Let's look away from the screen. Let's all tune out together. Let's stop watching. Let's put down our phones. Let's close those emails. Let's look at the real world. I know, it's not as good as this fake world we've created, but it'll have to do. It's a better place for our eyes, apparently. This is the part of the live stream where people have never seen it before get really weirded out and wonder why I'm encouraging them not to watch the stream. Why am I not looking at my screens right now? It's because I've been staring at them for an hour straight, and those doctors say don't do that. They say take 5 minutes every hour to look away from the screen. Doesn't mean check your mobile phone. Put it away! Put away that mobile phone. Stick your head out the window. Breathe in some fresh air. Drink some water and replenish your fluids. Oh, there we go. That'll do. They said 5 minutes. I said, but I want to play Minecraft. Your eyes don't know that. I said, shut up, doctor. Stop being smart. Right. Okay, so we've got a couple of bits and bobs of ender pearls. Cool. Let's pick all of these up. Now we've got to go cook some food. Oh, yeah, cooking that food hype. It's not real food, though. It won't stop my belly aching. Oh, jeez, poor little me. Right, yeah. Did I miss anything though? Nope. Coolio! I believe I need to pick this up as well. We are done at the spawn chunks. We have delivered ender pearls. We have delivered food. And there is a new building here. And there is another JT as well. Doing cheers throwing bits, saying such a good idea for the spawn supplies. Suggestion, add some pearls to the upper nether hub area to get down with elytra. That is a great suggestion. I have a chest. I have a shulker box full of ender pearls. It must be done. Appreciate you, another JT. Great suggestion. Also, Master Jeef says, I break over. It is now indeed over. If I hadn't announced it already. Alpha John in chat says, that wasn't 5 minutes. I know. How could I go through that portal? It's not even available. There is actually probably already pearls here. In fact, I'm just going to put the pearls in here since there isn't. That one will do. 432 in total. Oh. Apparently I picked the wrong one. Oh, now I've got to do it the slow way. Hey look, I'll remember that these are here. Oh, it's so slow. Painful. Why am I watching? What am I watching? That'll do. Cool. Right, let's keep on moving. Master G, thank you again for your subscription. Another JT, thank you for those bits. What mods do you have in your clients, says York Horster? Not many. I think I've got... Yeah, I've got that one. And that can do spawning spheres as well. I need to go through that one a little bit more and see what else it's capable of. What is your favourite build this season, says Jack Miller? Oh, there are so many. I love Scars builds. Always Scars. They're incredible. Revision FN is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Revision FN, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Peeps, we've got 1,300 peeps. Peeps, we've got peeps tuning in. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button if you haven't done so already over here. And I launched my third channel today. The title of the stream even has a command. If you type it into a chat, it'll give you a link to my third channel. It's going to be clips from these live streams of the interesting topical parts that I talk about. And if you subscribe, you will get videos. I promise you that. I better not break that promise. Oh dear. I've made many, many videos. I think I'll be able to keep that promise right there. Okay, so let's put all the empty ones in here. Very good. I might need this. I need to go look at what else I'm supposed to do because I might need this for something else as well. Now, things to get sorted. I think it's sensible to store it in that middle chest now that these things are all getting filled up. So you don't have a lot. And I need to go put the leather somewhere, I guess. Sort these ones out first of all. All of the raw beef is going to go over here and slowly get cooked up over time, and then we'll go take it to the spawn chunks. That was the whole idea. Which one else contains beef? Okay, that one I'm going to put over here. That makes the most sense. And then that's a junk one that needs sorting out. And we might have a little bit more junk to put in there. Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, super organised. This is it. This is how you organise all your stuff, peeps. You know, I know I'm going to be sorting this out in the future. Now we've got to put a whole bunch of items over here. Goodness me, it's a lot of items. I hope that the respawn supply room also gets an ender chest. I was going to put one in there. How did I get distracted? You know, one of the other buildings had it. So, in fact, both the other buildings had it. So it's not the end of the world. We can always make that adjustment in the future, can't we? Who is currently online on Hermitcraft, says Mario. Cub fan and Grian at the moment. Alright. Wait, no, I need one more chest, don't I? That one. This furnace array that I built was not very well thought out because it doesn't really fill up anything very quickly. Typical. But hey, I can always come around here and just throw in whatever needs doing. And the rest will get done slowly over time. Okay, next thing to do, I've been filling up all the leather storage. It needs more. It needs more, peeps. It's amazing though, look. Look at all that leather. That's what I need right there. We're going to open up a leathers shop soon, so this is just temporary. Cool. Nicely done, can we say? I believe we can say that. Because, yeah. Now we're all sorted out. Let's go check on my list of things to do. We have done a couple of things on the list today. And I think what I will do next... Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do next. So no, there's no more collecting stuff for me. That's cool. Cool. I've also seen another talking topic. Alright. Another talking topic. Let's read these noises in the ear first. Snacker the is here resubscribing for 3 months, saying 3 months it seems. It does seem like it's 3 months. Red Skimmer is resubscribed for 5 months. Thank you so much, Red Skimmer. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. I wonder if there's any blocks I need to take with me before I go. I'm just considering that I will probably need a whole bunch of... I'll take it with me anyway. Yeah, I don't have much of a build theme for what we're going to do next. I'm actually kind of deliberately not worrying about it to some extent. Like, we're going to do something quite simple to start with. I pretty much already got everything I need. Just flicking through here to nudge my mind and think, oh, we could use that. But, yeah, no surprise not really seeing anything. They're all heads in there. Of which I've got some over here that need sorting, but we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good just to move on. Oh yeah, does anyone know how to get the older version of Slay? X plays on his old channel. Bought it, but it's the updated version, not quite the aesthetic I'm hoping for, and lacks the challenges. Knight, you can just buy it on the website, on the official website. It's still the same version that's available for sale. If you buy it on like Android or whatever, you'll get something different. You buy the PC version on his website. Jeez, that made a lot of noise, that bowl. You'll get the right one. Righty-yo ho ho. Talking topic. Number 381. Has anyone in chat heard of a subreddit called Glitch in the Matrix or Glitches in the Matrix? I was hearing the other day about people's stories about this subreddit, and I kind of realised how it was similar to something we talked about the other day. r/Ask Reddit. I don't think it's that one. Yes, says Shockwave. Badger says, aha, I love that one with the pictures of people on buses who look alike and stuff. Yeah, so that's what I saw in there. I heard a different story to when I went and checked it out today. There is stuff like that. There's also ones that I realised were quite obviously fake because they had taken the picture on a delay to make it look like 3 people were walking wearing the same outfit. Is Scar actually there? Is he eating... Is he grown a beard? Is that a Scar beard? Look, he's grown a big old Elytra beard. Always funny. Anyway, the way I heard about the glitch in the Matrix thing was that people like post stories of really weird and unexpected things happening in great detail, like parties being somewhere and then disappearing a moment later. I can't quite remember where I heard it, but it was on a podcast because I love listening to these podcasty things. And I got thinking about it, and it's something that I mention quite often in my streams, that reality is created in your mind. Sensory input comes in, and inside of that brain of yours is how it all gets assembled into what we call reality. By the way, can we take a moment to appreciate this gorgeous build by Zombie Cleo? I love it, it's fantastic. So yeah, the glitches in the Matrix thing, I realised is like, it's sort of like when those smaller little tricks we know about that can be played on our mind, when they happen without us knowing and they become bigger things. I'm sure everyone has experienced, maybe you're in a crowd and you start talking to, you know, a family member or friend, and then you realise you're not talking to them and it's someone else. Everyone's probably done that at one point or another. I know I've done that. And it's because your brain is sort of tuning out a lot of information. It's dialing it down. You sort of know that person's in the region. So if someone walks along with like the same hair colour, similar colour clothes, and you're sort of distracted looking the other direction while talking, it can be easy for you to all of a sudden be like, you're not who I thought I was. And it sort of rattles your reality a bit. If you think about other times something like that happens, what about when you like see something out of the corner of your eye and it, oh my god, what's this? And then you realise it's just a shadow, but your brain initially thought it was something bigger. Your brain's always trying to like devote information to things coming in and out of it. And so we have these moments every now and then where something is not quite what it seems. Now, what happens when you don't actually go, oh, that's just a shadow? Sometimes the thing itself that you've misinterpreted isn't alarming. And I can think of a really good example where it happens to me quite often. Also, I've left my ender chest behind. Well done me, I've got to go find an ender chest. And I know where one is. The time where it happens to me is when I'm cycling and I see something off in the distance, or I'm running. I'm a little bit exhausted, I'm a bit focused on something else, and things in the distance can be a little bit hard to focus on. Maybe I don't have the best eyesight, but every now and then I think I'm looking at something. The other day I thought I was looking at a bin, right? And then as I got closer, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't a bin, and it got harder and harder to figure out what it was. And when I got close enough, it was a car that had crashed. And if I had looked the other way, that would have stayed in my mind as being a bin, right? That was just a place where a bin was. So imagine all the little times you create mental maps of locations, and then you might one day be telling a story on the Glitch in the Matrix, like, you know, this bin that was always there, I went there and it was gone and there was a car, you know, like Glitch in the Matrix. The brain is susceptible to being fooled in many ways and making assumptions. It's kind of its job, it's what it does. Rusty in chat says, oh, my mother had this issue. She thought she was building a boat for a few years. That sounds a little bit different. That doesn't sound like quite the same thing. You know, maybe she thought there was a boat out, you know, parked up out at the lake, but you know, her eyesight's not good, and then eventually you realise it's something different. I don't know. Anyway, it's for you to think about it. Now, it's for you to think, hey, next time you hear a weird story like that, remember how the brain can be tricked. Think about all the other things it could be, you know? X just did exactly what he's talking about. Did I? Wait, did I see something off in the distance? And oh, whatever. Cool, I would like that chest right there. I would then like some quartz stairs and slabs and blocks, and we are going to create a sign that says Undying, because that's the name of our mini game. Oh yes it is. So we're going to have a big old sign right here. These steps, do we want to continue them going upwards a little bit? I feel like we've got a big sign here and we want it to stand out. So we'll use some cobblestone slabs to create markers. I have brought a chest with me full of the slabs that are made of the cobble that is the stone. It's full of that cobble that is the stone. Oh, aren't we lucky to be alive in these times? Okay, enough with the foolishness. Stop goofing around, jeez. Focus. So say we bring it up at this gradient to about this height. I think that's pretty good. That's a good starting point. That is a starting point that is good. We will now need to put blocks over here and talk like we are some sort of artificial intelligence. Try and prove that I'm not. Anyway. Yes, just like that. Then we can start to build the entrance and the sign somewhere around here. So, I think we just want to focus on the middle block. Then we want to focus on a little bit of shape building. Doop, 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 doop. I've got a vision in my mind. I need to make it come to life. That's going to work. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what it looks like at this kind of height. One more, I say. One more, I say. Also, some stairs would be nice. They would be very nice. Jump boost for the win. I love jump boost now. Please finish. Your floor is lava. Minigame exit, says Deck. What's wrong with it? It's all finished. It should be done. It should be finito. What is the time in England right now, says a bandsow. It is 42 minutes past the 20, aka the 8. By the way, we've got noises in the ear and I've just been ignoring them. Oh, terrible streamer. Where was I? Snackather has resubscribed for 3 months. Yes, we've got one more before that though. No, I read that one. Okay, Red Skimmer, 5 months. 7 Ben Billion, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Yellow Jumpsuit for 2 months, saying, Assuming you ever listen to Andrew Applepie? I have not listened to Andrew Applepie, but I write it to the list because I have received some amazing suggestions for stuff to listen to over time. My new favourite person to listen to, this is probably where I got the Glitch in the Matrix thing from. Answers with Joe, amazing channel, I love it. This guy just does research, and I love his very kind of like centered but science-oriented kind of approach to topics, and just picks out really interesting topics and then gets to the sort of factual side of things. Really good channel. Love what he's doing. Badger Spanner is here gifting a sub to Vin Shoken. Thank you again, Badger. Thank you to Yellow Jumpsuit as well. And Vin, you are now a subscriber. Thanks for tuning in today. Sharp Thanks says the exit lets you out to the night far away from your gear. It does, yeah. Okay, it's poor in that sense, right? And it, you know, does it let you out into the night? Is it a time machine? I think not. I think not. But yeah, I get your point. This is actually, what I'm doing right now is kind of not the direction I wanted to go in now that I think about it. And I'm glad I built that up because I might have ended up... Actually, here's what we'll do. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, yeah. Or maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it needs to be wider. I think actually it needs to be wider. Aren't you glad that everything I'm saying makes total sense and you know what we're talking about here? So, we're just going along and figuring it out. And that's how building works a lot of the time. We're going to try that now. Doesn't actually look quite as good when it's wider. But what we'll do for the entrance is this. This might end up becoming a different material. Because at this level it's going to become a back for what we're going to build up top. And that means it gets to be 5 wide as well, which is good. That's what we want. Yeah, I'm feeling where this is going. We may not keep the stone bricks though, but we'll see. Right, now we can hop up here. So we need to create some letters, undying, the bottom one being the letter Y. That letter will start here. Now isn't Y a bit of a tricky one now that I think about it? Actually, I don't think it is. I think I know exactly how to build the letter Y. And you can consider... Oh, I'm using the wrong material. Okay, fail. Epic fail. Jeez, wrong material. Undying, a totem game, says another. It is actually a totem game. I don't know why, but I haven't been thinking about it as one, even though it's like the most crucial part of it. It's literally the most important part of the game, is that you use the totem of undying. I was going to call this game How Quick Can You Die, or Try to Die Fast, or... do you know, I don't want to give too much about the game away now. I wanted to call it Immortal, eventually I settled on, and the M is like the worst letter to do for the type of design we're going to build here at the front, so I've given up on that. I've given up on my hopes and dreams of calling it Immortal. So we will settle for Undying, which is sort of similar. And it uses the name of the item that's in the game. And I'm not going to tell you anything more about it. I don't want to spoil the secret of the beautiful, wonderful game we've come up with here. We need you there. So that's a Y. I'm going to have to spell it out in my mind every single time. Undying. Wait, it ends with a G. Oh, not again. Do I have to press the button that says the audience has been trolled and they are derps? Because here I am saying Y over and over again. No one's correcting me, it's the letter G. You know? Oh, I try and test you lot and make sure you're sharp and you're on your toes, but again, I think you failed miserably. I think you've derped really hard there, audience. You know? Not trying to shift the blame, you know. It was a test. It was a test all along. Shut up. Calling me a derp. Jeez. Press that derp button. Undyingy. I have no questions. Undyingy. It's the Undyingy game. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Thanks for reminding me. I love the jump boost, man. Like, so many times am I like, oh, I've got to, you know, wiggle down and get that thing. Nope, jump boost. Okay, I think actually that one wants a slab. No, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't want a slab. Ew. I think that's actually the way to do the G. So N is after this. Ugh. This thing might get a little bit too tall as well, is another concern of mine, but we'll see. Can always turn it into a tower look, I guess. And then I'll probably, if I turn it into a tower, I'm probably not going to have enough space to build it properly over there. Typical. I'll make it work. Hashtag blame Badger, says Vin Shogun. You've just been gifted a sub! Oh! Oh, the cruelty. People are saying use banners. I can do that as well. Right, N is the next letter, right? So N is another not so great one, but I know how it's done. You need that stair block over here. That's what you need. I think you can also throw an extra stair block in somewhere to make it look a little better, but I'm not going to fuss too. This is probably going to get way too high, isn't it? You were just spelling eternity. That could be. No, actually, it kind of almost works, Leah. Almost works. Welcome to the stream, by the way. ING. LIMP. Biscuit is right here. Okay, there we go. That's the one. We'll build it all, or most of it, and then step back and go, oh no, we've got to come up with a different strategy. ING. Undiet. Goodness me, it's got a lot of letters, isn't it? So now we build the Y. The obnoxious Y. The Y of life. The why are we here? Why did you do that? Oh, I've run out of blocks. Why? But why? Okay, so we now need a couple more shulker boxes up in this bizzleness. Over here. Couple of Fermi. Couple of Coal-eye. Couple of Place Them Down-eye. Look, I know this isn't the correct amount. Actually, let's do it to the correct amount. Oh no, fail! There we go. Right, I also need the quartz blocks, right? So, time to snag me some more. Yeah, I've also got a box for junk, so that can go in there. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do this like half at a time. In fact, that'll do. I'm lazy. Cool. So what are we short on? We ran out of those slabs, didn't we? And we'll just wait here for a second. We'll just wait here and stare. Stare into the void. Oh, I'll tell you what we could do. It's going to go up to about that. I don't think it's actually terribly large. And considering all the other things in this area, there's a lot of tall stuff over there. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll actually be fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Why is X writing dying in big letters? Because that's what you do in this game. It's also undying. Okay, get your facts right. Goodness me. Goodness me, you're ignorant. That's ignorant. Oh. Okay, right. Let's rock it back up to the top. Iska would happily buy the raw quartz, paying in quartz blocks 1 for 1. What? 1 diamond block for 1 quartz block? For real? That is a crazy deal. And it rhymed. Slab's already been placed there, that's cool. Next letter starts here. So we got the Y-ing. Undying. I'm really bad with letters. Actually, no, I'm just bad with everything. Like, here's me thinking, oh, I really struggle with these letters and stuff. No, you struggle with everything. That should be good for a D, right? Yeah, that was fine. It was a bit of a strange way to look at it. Just fall down. Oh, the strange noises saved me. Hello, I'd like some of those. Oh, am I out? Am I really out? I can make some more. I will make some more then. Why don't you put the letters on a giant pixel art of Totem Undying? Because I've already built one of those this season. Call it Y-ing. Oh, yeah. That's a little bit bigger than normal, isn't it? And once again, no one in chat spotted it, and they want to call me a derp. Oh, you lot have got to sort it out. Actually, I think that means it probably makes sense to get rid of the stair block now. Catch it, catch it. There we go. So, and this block as well, maybe. Yeah, I think the way we want to play it is like that. Yeah, that'll be our D. So now we need an N again. Undie. Wait, ing. Oh yeah. I was going to say, we've already done an N. I learned how to do these letters on the Plot World. I'm just going to remember that. The old Plot World community from way back when. This is it. The final letter. It's the final letter. I've actually seen that played live. Can you believe it? Ugh. There we go. Undying. Successfully built. Woo. Woo. Right, so now we've got to think about materials and the shape of this building. How big is it going to be? What's going to be going on here? This is going to be like a lobby transition down to that thing, which could probably have its position moved to some extent. I mean, I just need a place for some instructions and whatnot, so let's put some blocks there. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Let's have another pillar coming down here, and then we'll probably have pillars like that. And one more here. Yeah, so we'll probably use this as a bit of a walkthrough, because it's kind of a weird shape, right? And I'm out of those again, great. What's this behind the sign? That's the minigame right there. You are getting exclusive previews. Only available here on twitch.tv/Asuma. Oh yeah, peeps, hit that follow button if you're enjoying the stream, and if you're not aware, I launched a 3rd channel today. The title of the stream has a command you can put into chat and get a link to it. It is going to have clips from these live streams, so the talking topical parts. Also, I have it bookmarked. I figured, why don't we go check, see how much it's changed while I've been streaming. So 1,600 before we started, 1,992 peeps! You could be the 2,000th subscriber. You win absolutely nothing. You win videos in your subscription feed. Also, the very first video has passed 1,000 views. Incredible. I love it. Pretty cool to start a new project and see it get off to a good start. That's terrific. Thank you everyone for subscribing and supporting. We got Malik West was taken. Wait, was your username Malik West, but then just was taken? Like, I could go somewhere and go, Asuma was taken. Brilliant. I like it. Thank you so much for using your Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Oh, apparently it is 2K already. Well, let me refresh. Did that literally happen? Because, I mean, it depends where you look, right? But I'm looking on the channel page. 2K. We literally just jumped up by about 20 subscribers. Amazing. Thank you so much. We just hit 2K in one day. What a beautiful thing. Can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. So yeah, we're building a tower. I got a feeling we might throw some andesite up in here, mix up some textures. I think this right here is going to have to go up and around. Now it just means this is more of a pass through. So I think what we'll look at doing is having the player go in this direction, cordon off a little area, and then they turn around, they go into the entrance. So we'll sort of mark off that area with some of these sorts of blocks, just to make it clear to other players, hey, going to do some building sort of in this space, right? And let's double them up so there's no mistake. This is a nice little cordoned off area we've gone for. That should probably do it. Very cool, very cool. I like it. Right, so now we need to go get ourselves some andesite. Oh, jeez! Jeez Louise! There we go. Haley Bailey says, I was sub 566. Awesome. Get it tattooed. Terrible advice. Don't listen to X. Don't listen to X. Cats is showing off sub 40. Oh, fancy pants. How do you stay motivated for big Minecraft projects? Says Red Faye the Shark. The secret, my friend, it's inside of you, believe it or not, because it is you. You specifically, literally. Oh yes, I might sound mysterious and vague, but no, it's having an audience. To do these big projects, you really need to be able to share with them people. There really needs to be a bigger experience than just the game itself. And not everyone has access to that. I'm very fortunate to have an audience to share the incredible things that we're doing here together, right? It's a wonderful thing. But you guys are a huge motivation. I, look excited to play in Minecraft and making videos because I share them with all of you. And I get amazing feedback. And the cool ideas that I have get to become larger than just me playing the game, right? And you see those things very vividly through like fan fiction and like extended communities and yeah, so it's weird, but like you're the reason. The fact that we've got these people here tuning in, turning up, and enjoying what we're doing here as well, that's really it. I mean, obviously there is a little bit of I like to do big projects in there, but I feel like a big thing is that. And let's lower the tone. Let's lower the tone because Badger Spanner here is here, the one and only, saying butts. Yeah, butts. Nice one. Appreciate you, Badger. Thank you again for the cheers and the bits. Adam Jush says, how long are you planning for streaming for? Because I need to go in a bit. Dude, you can catch the live stream on the second channel. You can catch highlights and clips of things that I talk about on the third channel. Oh, it's so confusing. Why didn't you put them on the same channel? Why didn't I do that, eh? Let's actually roam a little bit. I need to build out my palette a bit more. Like, I saw so Cub's done something similar over here. I don't have to build this out of stone, do I? I could use a different palette before we get too into it. Oh yeah, that block will look good. But Cub's gone not for a mixed approach, which is what I want to do. I could go with something different and differentiate. Words difficult. Yeah, do something different, I guess. Well, what do you think? We could use yellow terracotta, but a structure like this is where I'd love to have world edit and just be like swap material, swap material, swap material. Oh, that one looks good. This is going to need a lot of cobble, a lot of moss, and a lot of vines, and I don't feel like I have that available right now. If I could take it in one direction, I think it's time to jump. Oh wait, this isn't the save. I don't have the save that I need in here. Jeez. Bear with me, peeps. I'm a professional. Channel 5 is a recap of the recap, says Alex Killjoy. What's Channel 5 then? Hi Asuma, what are we building, says Health. We're building the entrance to our game. Spoilers! I knew it would be spoilers! You didn't see anything. Oh. So here we have the palette to select from, the real palette. So like that, if we go with that, we're not going to be able to variate really. I mean, there are some similar materials and stuff I've drawn together here. This is certainly easily doable to amass the materials, dye them. Has a little bit of a temple feel to it, but not quite. At some point we would need a contrast, and I think in a weird way that one might be the one. So, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, then we would have a kind of, this thing comes across, then you have the undying letters, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, is that right? Yep. I think actually it ended up being a little bit smaller than that, didn't it? No, I think I'm getting this wrong. So that would be the backdrop for the letters, and this would be... Could you picture that going quite tall? What do you think, peeps? I'm not sure. The problem with doing something big and bold and plain is that if you don't get it right, it can end up looking a bit janky. If we do the grey one, it's going to look quite similar to Cubs, which I don't mind. You know, that was my inspiration, but not so individual. Could scale it a little bit. I don't think it's going to look too bad. It's then going to have quartz text on the front of it. So we'll have letters like, you know. Now, this is the point where if I'd have known I was going to go with clay, I probably wouldn't have put quartz in front of it, right? Oi! Oh! Oh! Chat, come on, what do you think? Yes or no to using yellow clay? Concrete would be too expensive in terms of time, Alpha John. Nick Seam is here, subscriber of Amazon Prime. Nick Seam, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription, I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We got a lot of yeses. We do have no's, but we've got a lot of yeses. Also, Spangleboo! I got a bone to pick with you! Not really. I just wanted to make you scared for a second. Spangle, I believe you have a database of derps. If you do, would it be possible for me and Adam to have access to your database of derps? I'm assuming that it's like derps per stream. Because I think it would be fun to find the streams with like crazy amounts of derps and maybe make like a derp compilation. Spangle says yeah. I think what we've got here could work. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's take our inspiration shotgun and blast away. Email me a link. Excellent. Thank you so much, Spangle. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. I'll probably make a copy of it and send it on to Adam. Mental Hospital 2014 is here. Resubscribe for 3 months saying thank you for all your videos. You and the Hermits brighten my day every time. Do you have any big plans with Corrales? Maybe one of your epic houses or nether run, even an end run. Thank you again for making my day so much better. I have to do an end run with Corrales. That would be so amazing. He's going to die so much. Oh, dude. Yeah, we're planning on maybe resurrecting a project from Season 2. Been talking about that. Have been talking about that. So, I will have lots and lots of terracotta. But not just with me. And what's funny is I had loads when I was building all of that back there. So, if we just take a little bit of yellow and a little bit of regular, the regular schmegula, that one, we'll plot this out a little bit. Oh, bonus box. Bonus box. Yeah, this is the McDonald's clay. I remember we used to call it that. Let's just take stock of our environment. There are bold colours I think it's going to work. There are bold colours all over the place. I think we're going to be fine. And we got a noise in the air. It's Nick Seam. Gifting subs. Nick Seam, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you for those gifted subs. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber. You can throw an Assume a Love Heart Nick Seams way. We got Came to Listen. Good username. Mohammed Hamadi20. TWAS1. Ins3T07. Lenric1589. Thank you ever so much. Can't thank you enough. Adam Art says 2,100 subs. Thanks for subbing, people. It's a growing. It's a growing and my rhyme style showing. Just had like a little Beastie Boys thing in my head for a second there. I love the way the Beastie Boys flow. It's so classic. It's just such a classic style. That kind of like high-pitched, nasal sound. I love it. Beastie Boys are awesome. Oh, I really need to listen to more of their stuff. I've never gotten that deep into a Beastie Boys record. Licensed to Ill I've listened to a fair bit. And I love the song Sabotage. I think my favourite is Intergalactic though. That's such an awesome song. Anyway, we're going to go get more of this stuff, right? Right? Are you with me? Is that what we're doing? Are we on it? Let's go for it. Let's go for it, peeps. There's a portal over there. Baker boy, thank you ever so much for the nice message. Have you ever heard the Daft Sciences remixes, says Togny? I have not. Stephanie Mary says Beastie Boys. Ugh. Oh, come on now. You know my rules about music. If you don't like it, it's your loss. Stating your loss there. If you can't get along with something, you're missing out. Whenever there's a Beastie Boys song playing now, and you're not enjoying it, that negativity is all yours to dwell in. Going a bit over the top now. I'm serious about music, okay? Luke C45 has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Luke C, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. The Sound of Science from Beastie Boys. Oh, right. It's a record and there's some remixes. Got ya. No, I haven't then. I'm not really familiar with all of their records. Licensed to Ill. I can vaguely remember some album covers and yeah, I don't really know them that well. I just love their style. Licensed to Ill, yeah. What about the awful country music, says Peter Pro. Country music isn't awful. Oh my goodness me. Like, one of the things I love about country music is it's so distinct about like a certain type of culture and place. Like, gotta learn to connect. Gotta feel the vibe, right? And the vibe isn't the vibe that you want it to be. It's someone else as well. That's what I loved about hip hop music. Like when I first heard NWA, I was just like, oh my goodness me, there's like another world that I wasn't aware of. And then I heard those records, and it was like mind blown, you know. So that's what it's like with music. Listen to the what are we here for again? This stuff. You know, try and connect with that world. Try and find that connection, basically. Why is an empty one in there? That shouldn't be so. Are we really down to 2 of these already? Probably, because I've been building with them, right? There is no awful music, just bad taste, says Haley Bailey. And bad taste is when you don't like music. When you go, I don't like that one, bad taste. More of it you like, the better. Experimental noise seems to me a hard, appreciative genre for most, says Raging Fire. Oh yeah, of course it will be. Of course it will be. I mean, I have dabbled in the world of noise and experimental music, and it's a mixed barrel of fish to find what you like. But if you look around in those places long enough, you'll probably find some things that you like, and that can give you appreciation for the stuff that you don't quite get along with as well. Unless it's about Imagine Dragons, says Jeff PK. Oh dear. I Live Cat says, you like all music? Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. I wish I could just loop that and let it play for like hours. I just go, that's my cue. I'll put off my headset and all you hear is me singing that for hours on end. That'd be such an amazing thing. Cats, why don't we think of this? Where's our telekinesis? Why didn't we think of this before the stream? Would have been an amazing way to end the stream. Just let it roll. 10 hours of ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Mental Elf says, do you listen to UK hip hop? Yeah, I listen to quite a few UK artists. Slow Thighs, one I've been really impressed with. And also Little Sims as well, actually. I can't get that song Venom out of my head. That flow is just dynamite. And yeah, UK hip-hop though, for the longest time, never, like, I don't think UK hip-hop has really ever taken off. Like, grime is really what sold it, you know, it being its own thing from here as opposed to being, like, you know, the UK's version of American hip-hop, basically. But if you go explore the world of UK hip-hop, there's a lot of interesting stuff. People have shared with me records from talking on these streams of, like UK artists in, like, the very early 90s coming out with those, like, NWA flows and doing stuff, but it just never gains any traction over here. It's weird. Taubar says, yeah, Venom is a really nice song. I found it through your blog, though. Awesome. Right, let's just start building. Let's just do this. I'm stepping back and wait, no, let's not just do this. Hang on a minute. There's a reason I should be stepping back here. That is the wrong... Oh, derped again. No. Not again. Yeah, let's go change that to terracotta. Also, these are my shulker boxes that need to be organised by leaving blocks inside of them for sorting purposes. Love Little Sims, saw her live about a year ago. Great artist, says Youth Against Tin Fan Arts. Ooh, yeah, I'd like to see her live. Speaking of, like, seeing live artists, tried to buy some tickets today, turned up on time. Do you know what happened? As soon as they went on sale, they were already on resale. It's just disgusting. Like, to turn up and be gouged when you turn up on time to buy the tickets. All they had was resales, and ugh, it was just ugly. I was just like, that's put me in a bad mood. Really wanted to see Slipknot, and now I can't. I mean, but I've seen them a lot of times, so I'm not gonna get that upset about it, right? But you know, I love going to my gigs. I make sure I get there and get the tickets and get them for my mates, and turning up and just seeing that they're immediately on resale is disgusting. And there's all these rumours about Metallica being involved in deliberately reselling. Resale, yeah, that's what it said on the website. You know, the whole, like, people reselling their tickets, right? Oh, I got a spare ticket, I'll put it on this resale website. Well, now, like, you're buying them and they're already on resale. Like, from the second they go on sale, they're already... the ticket pricing has been marked up already. It's unbelievable. Kat says what's resale. I think I might be using the wrong word, but I seem to remember it saying resale on the website. Remember when scalpers at least had to show up physically, says Ramasul? Yeah. I mean, in a way, though, they weren't so bad. Maybe I don't understand the culture too well. Like, where I've seen them in the age of buying your tickets online, I don't think I've ever bought tickets any other time than online. And you see them at the show and they're just shouting, you know, buy or sell. And it seems pretty harmless because I've always turned up with a ticket. I guess if you go there to get a ticket from them, they're probably going to really overcharge you, I guess, is the problem, right? Scalping tickets, yeah, ticket scalpers. In this moment, when you say resale over 12 times in a sentence, what do you mean by that? Oh, did I just use the wrong colour? I did. Anyway, I just think it's completely outrageous that at the moment of tickets going on sale, the only things on sale are resales. It's like, what is happening there? And they're all marked up. You have to pay too much for them, and it's pretty much scandalous. It also meant I couldn't get 2 tickets. I couldn't even go standing, you know, because there weren't tickets grouped together. Sorry, standing, seated. X, get a thumbnail, says Cats. I've already got a thumbnail. What do you think of Mike Shinoda? His concert was so good, and I really love his music. To see one guy from my favourite band, Linkin Park, was the best thing ever. I had no idea he was doing solo stuff, so I've never heard it, I guess. Peeps are saying that sucks. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Slipknot a lot of times. They're incredible. The best show I ever saw was Slipknot, and I love them to death. They're amazing. And I was, you know, I can count your blessings and all that. Now, before this album came out, I was kind of expected not to be that excited. Might go see them, might not, because I've seen them a lot of times. And anyway, the album comes out, it's amazing, really loving it. And now I really want to go. Typical, right? Really wanted to go, speaking to all my mates. Because if there was one band that, like, all my mates would say is, like, one of their all-time favourites, it's always Slipknot. And so I was looking forward to seeing everyone and going together. That's gone out the window. Oh well. Oh well. Soon be Christmas, right? Soon be Christmas. Not Metallica, says Cats. Surprisingly not. We grew up in the nu metal era, whatever you want to call it, and for some reason, like, a lot of people that liked nu metal at the time didn't like Metallica, which probably over time some people might have changed their opinions. It's just one of those things, like with nu metal fans. I don't know why. Opinions on Royal Blood, says Tausa. I think I've seen them live, and I've got a couple of bands in my head that I'm thinking that they might be. Do they... no, actually... Oh, I don't know. Are they like... I couldn't even describe the band that I'm thinking of. Riffraff says Metallica are more mainstream metal, I guess. That's a bit of a weird thing to say when you're talking about nu metal. Like, nu metal was mainstream, Metallica wasn't. I mean, Metallica was more successful and is a bigger band, but I guess maybe I'm being a bit silly. The weird thing is, at the time that nu metal came out, it was angry, loud, aggressive music, and it was absolutely everywhere. It was in all the movies. You go watch some movies from around, like horror movies from around 2000 and whatnot, and you'll just hear like these nu metal bands making an absolute racket. And you wouldn't have heard Metallica. But then again, of course, Metallica were like mega huge with Enter Sandman and all of this, so probably being a little bit silly. But at the time that nu metal was out, nu metal was absolutely mainstream, and Metallica like released one of their worst album, well, their worst album probably. Hey, we're at a point where we can probably step back and go, was that a good idea or not? I think that was a good idea. That looks terrific. That actually looks terrific. We can totally make this work. Totally make it work. I reckon also the yellow bits here are going to have to go like a lot further out. Let's try something here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zanu Magus says, if you had to choose between Metallica and Megadeth, which would you pick and why? I never liked those questions. I never liked the whole Megadeth Metallica rivalry. Both bands are amazing, and they could have maybe have even been something more amazing if Mustaine had stayed with them, but probably not, given the stories of his kind of behaviour and attitude. Sounds like kicking him out was probably the best thing for them in a way. Okay, we've got a noise in the ear donation here from Night Reaper 1989. 3, 4, 5. Whoosh. That has got some serious potential. I've only been to one gig. BB King's Farewell. My goodness me, that's awesome. Tour supported by Gary Moore. And it was awesome. But I've always found tickets too expensive to justify. The BB King tickets have been a gift, especially as I'm not good with crowds or inebriated people. That's fair enough. Everyone puts their own value on what price is worth. Because I enjoy tickets, because I enjoy festivals and gigs so much. Like, I'm one of those people that you could wrangle a lot of money out of, and like, I have done what I can do when I've been absolutely broke to go to festivals. You know, I have made sure I get to go. I've done that hustle and spent a lot of money when I had nothing just to go to a gig or a festival. I've done that many times in the past, and I'm one of those people you could probably wrangle a lot of money out of to get me to a show. And I don't think that's fair. I think there should be set prices for stuff and things should be accessible to everyone. But it's the trend is with a lot of things is to milk the people that will pay the most for it. It's in gaming, it's in lots of different cultures if you look for it. Special editions coming out. You know, like bands might release an album with a special limited edition or like some sort of packaging and figurines. It's all this kind of structure of being able to milk the most money out of their fan base, and I'm not really a fan of it. But yeah, awesome that you saw BB King. What a legend. We also got Riff Raff doing Cheers for Own Bits, saying just curious if you ever seen Pink Floyd live. I have not. And if I'm not mistaken, I shouldn't have really had any opportunity to, other than Live 8, not Live 8, and I saw that on TV and it was magical. It was just spellbinding. Peeps, this is where we're wrapping up the live stream. I do hope you have been entertained and enjoyed this one. Be sure to subscribe to my third channel. I guess that's what I'm calling it now. And yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's the end of the stream. Stick around if you want to be a part of the raid. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. As always, I appreciate the support ever so much. Thank you to all of my patrons. Thank you to the wonderful people that are part of our Discord server. I posted an announcement there today. If you didn't get to read it, maybe go back and check it out. And right now we're going to go raid my fellow hermit, Mr. XB Crafted, who's playing a little bit of the one and only Techtopia. Oh yeah, hit that raid button in chat, peeps. It's there for you to click right now. I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.